The moments they laughed, the times they doubted, the smirks, the dismissals, the silence. I remember them all. They didn't need to scream it. They didn't need to post it. Their eyes said it loud enough. That look of amusement when I spoke my dreams into existence. Like I was delusional. Like I was trying to borrow a destiny I hadn't earned. I was overlooked, underestimated, counted out. They thought I'd fold. They thought I'd quit. They thought I'd stay soft, stay broke, stay average. They were wrong. I didn't argue. I didn't beg for their respect. I didn't cry for support. I got quiet, and I got dangerous. Let me tell you what that silence felt like. It felt like fire in my lungs and ice in my veins. Because when the world shrugs you off like background noise, you either fade or you sharpen. I sharpened. Every time they snickered at the mention of my name, I wrote it down. Every fake smile, every half-hearted good luck, I turned it into fuel, not motivation, ammunition. I trained with it. I bled with it. I rebuilt myself brick by brick with every insult they handed me, like broken glass. They handed me pieces. I built a weapon. They called me obsessed. Damn right I was. I am. I don't chase dreams. I hunt them, and I don't stop until they bleed. While they were sleeping in, I was lacing up my shoes in the dark. While they scrolled and laughed, I was running through the pain. While they were parting, I was sacrificing. Everything soft in me burned off like dead skin. They had their fun. They had their moment. They had their noise. But now they hear the silence again. And this time, it terrifies them because they feel me coming. I remember walking into rooms where I didn't belong, feeling the stares, hearing the whispers. You sure he can handle it? Is he even qualified? No one said it to my face. Cowards rarely do, but I heard them anyway. They thought they were writing my ceiling in pencil. They didn't know I brought a blade. I cut through every fake rule they placed on me. They had limits. I had rage. Rage not to destroy them, but to eclipse them. They were fueled by comfort. I was fueled by pain. They had crowds. I had shadows. They had applause. I had echoing silence and the sick need to earn it. You know what happens when you train in silence long enough? You become a ghost they can't predict. A storm they can't escape. Because while they were sleeping on me, I was becoming. While they laughed behind my back, I was deadlifting demons, running miles through hell, eating rejection for breakfast and coming back for seconds. I turned every doubt into another rep, another early morning, another sleepless night. I wasn't chasing potential. I was weaponizing it. And yeah, there were nights I almost broke. Nights where the silence felt louder than the dream. But I didn't fold. I clenched my teeth. And I kept going. And now they flinch when they hear my name. They pretend they supported me. Pretend they always knew I had it in me. But their eyes betray them. That wide-eyed look when they realize I didn't just rise. I surpassed. I passed their expectations so violently, they're still spinning. They were comfortable. They had their routines. They posted their wins and waited for likes. I didn't care about optics. I cared about dominance. Because the day they doubted me, I decided I'd become a force they couldn't ignore. I made a vow I will become so undeniable that their only option is silence. And that's what they give me now. No more backhanded compliments, no more smirks, just silence and stares. They watch me with mouths closed and eyes full of regret because I didn't clap back. I climbed, and now I'm out of their reach. I trained until my bones ached and my mind screamed. I worked until failure feared me. I became the version of myself that they hoped would never show up, the one they feared would rise. And here I am. Every slight, every joke, every time they brushed me off like I was nothing. They built this. They didn't realize they weren't stopping me. They were forging me. Every rejection, every no, every time I was left out of the room was another layer of armor, another scar on a warrior who only knows how to fight forward. They turned their backs, so I built mine strong enough to carry the weight of my destiny. Now I walk into rooms, and the same people who laughed, they whisper, "Is that him? He really did it. Damn, I didn't think he had it in him." You didn't, but I did. This isn't about revenge. It's not about clapping back. I don't need their apologies. I don't want their praise. This is about outworking their doubt so ruthlessly that the only sound left in the room is my footsteps, walking across everything they said I couldn't have. Let them watch. Let them choke on the silence they once gave me. Because I earned this, not through shortcuts, not through luck, but through war. Internal war, external war, sleepless, brutal, thankless war. And I won, because when they quit, I kept going. When they got tired, I got hungry. When they laughed, I got to work. And now I stand here, not just taller, but built different, not because of talent, not because of luck, but because I refused to let their doubt be true. They'll never say it out loud. They'll never admit they were wrong, but their silence is louder than applause. Every win of mine is a mirror, and they can't look away. Their regret is permanent, their mistake irreversible, because they underestimated me. And now they get to live with that mistake every time they see me win.